Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. This is the first official video of this year of 2021. Technically I've had some other videos of speed paintings and my class, but this is the first one where it's kind of like a vlog style, but this video is actually a little bit different. It's more for me than anything, and it's just to look back on the year. And if you want to learn a little bit about me and where I came from, how I got to where I'm at, keep watching, or I'll leave a timestamp below if you just want to look at the goals and what we're going to be doing for 2021. So as you could probably tell from the title of this video, this is going to be my 2020 in review and then moving on to 2021 goals. I've never actually done goals before or like put things in place to reach towards, so I'm actually really excited for this. Another artist who I follow does a yearly review and then her goals for that year, and I find it really inspiring to look back and see where you came from and everything that you accomplished that year or didn't accomplish, and then where you can find yourself moving forward. And I'm really excited to make this video and then next year be able to look back and see all the things that I accomplished or how I can change in order to accomplish other things. So I'm really excited for that. So let's just jump right in. 2020 was a difficult year, obviously, for a lot of people. For me, as a face painter and a freelance artist, it was really difficult because as a face painter, you know, your main line of work is parties and events. And when COVID hit and the pandemic arose, nobody was partying. All the events got canceled. We were literally a week away from doing a big chili cook-off at my church, and it was going to be amazing, and I was in charge of it and I had done so much work for it, and then it just kind of got ripped out from underneath us, and it was so devastating. It was just like, I put so much work into this and I wanted it to happen. I was going to give away all these things and just bring the community together for this chili cook-off, and it didn't happen. So that was really hard. And then furthermore, with my business being primarily parties, nobody was partying. So it did affect our family a lot because of how much income that we weren't receiving anymore. I used to work parties mainly on the weekends, sometimes Fridays, an occasional Thursday, and then I would also do in-person classes for my paint nights. I would do it at the Brew coffee spot every other Monday, and that was a lot of fun, but I couldn't do that anymore, and I kind of felt trapped because these were my art outlets. You know, I was getting to paint, I was getting to interact with people and bring joy to kids and their parents and the parties, and it was a lot of fun, and I was missing that. I was missing, obviously also craving the interactions with my family that we had. Like we would do pizza night like every Saturday and we would get to interact with everybody, but that all being taken away in terms of my business, I definitely felt a little bit trapped, and I wanted to do something artistic and I didn't know how. So my husband and I came together and we're like, well, what if we do it online? What if we keep the same schedule of every other Monday and we do it online? So that's what we did. In either late March, it might have been April. So I think in April was my first paint night, and it was virtual, and there was like 10 people there, probably 10 or 15 people. Most of them were my reoccurring students who would normally paint in person. They just kind of switched to online. And that was a lot of fun for a bit, and then it started to fade out. People started getting tired of online stuff and Zoom, and there was a phase where people just kind of started being like, I'm done with like the video stuff. And I was regularly getting about, 10 people, 7 to 10 people attending the live class, and then I'd get about 50 responses in total of going or interested on my Facebook events. And then that was pretty consistent, and I was being consistent. I was just every 2 weeks I was having a class, and it was a lot of fun, and that was my art outlet for the longest time. And then I don't know what happened, but in August, something in the algorithm of Facebook, I don't know what happened, but I had almost 1,000 people RSVP for that event. Now, when I say RSVP, I mean either interested or going. I had almost 1,000 people, and I think about 100 of those were going, and I had about 50 people show up to the live. And that was like mind-boggling, where I'm normally having like, 7, 8, 9 people. I had 50, and that was crazy. But if I was here telling that girl, saying, you don't even know, there's about to be 700 people at the end of the year, I would have been like, yeah, right, that's not gonna happen. But it did. So back to August, so that was crazy. And then I just started putting out events, making sure that they were out there for people to see. I started seeing growth on my Facebook page, and people started sharing my events more. And by the end of the year, I mean, I already said this, by the end of the year, I had on my little snowman, my little happy snowman paint night that I did, I had around 20,000 people RSVP, and I had 700 of those people join me for the live class. 700 people, like that was crazy. I had only had like 100 people up to that point join me for the live, so to jump from 100 people to 700 people was crazy. I was a little taken off guard, and there was a lot of feedback from the people saying slow down and things like that, and it was kind of a crazy class because honestly I was a little caught off guard with just how many people were there and were responding and asking questions, and it was so much fun. But with that, I'm definitely still learning, and I think I've got more of a handle on it now because I'm expecting a bigger audience, so I'm able to adapt my teaching. Teaching for 10 people is a lot different than teaching for 700. So being able to kind of go through that and be able to adapt my teaching style has definitely been helpful. But with that said, it was a lot of fun. If you haven't painted that one and you would like to paint it, it's still on my YouTube. All of my content that I teach and I create, I don't take off YouTube. So if I talk about any specific paint night and you want to see it, if it's my work, it'll be on my YouTube, okay? And you can go paint it with us. So with that said, I didn't set any goals or anything, so I didn't really have anything to reach to or anything that I was like, yeah, I achieved this. It was just a matter of I need an art outlet, and I think that this is a good way to change how I do my business. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a crazy year, and a lot of things happened. We had family members die, and it's been hard being away from our family and things like that. But in terms of my business, it's going really well. And then also during that live class of the snowman, I was able to bring awareness to my daughter's condition, which is dwarfism. She has achondroplasia, and we were able to raise $512 for that, and I was able to donate that. So that was a really big blessing, just seeing all of the support from everybody in the online painting community, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, moving forward, and what I'm really looking forward to in 2021 is all the goals. Now, some of these are number based, and I'm not really worried about the numbers per se, but more of just about overall growth in either my channel or my Facebook or Patreon, whatever it is. I'm just interested in just growing things, but I think having numbers and goals to work towards does help, and does help the overall growth of things when you have something to grow to. So the first thing I really want to do in 2021 is develop a shop on my website. So if you haven't visited my website, it's samanthaandersonartist.com. I am really looking forward to creating a shop of stationery. I can sell my paintings as postcards or greeting cards or stickers or whatever it is. But I have to have a shop in order to do that, and I'm not really looking for an Etsy or anything like that. I want to just keep it on my website because I already have a website, and it has a feature where you can sell stuff and things like that. So I want to work on that. If I think an Etsy or some other platform would be helpful for sales, then that's great, but it's not my main gig, if that makes sense. It's just something on the side that I really want to do, and it's part of that initial artist outlet that I I can, you know, create and things and do that sort of thing. So that's one of my goals, is to open up a shop. And with that, I have some other goals that need to happen before I can open up the shop, like get a printer and things like that. So that's like the one that's like a manageable thing, but I have to update my website before I can open up the shop. So there's things that need to happen before that. So hopefully sometime this year. I don't know if I want to put like a date on it, because I will stress myself out if I don't hit that date. But maybe I'll have a date for me just so that I can get things rolling. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to stress myself out with everything else that's going on. So we'll see. But yes, that's one thing that I want to do. The other thing is that now when I made this goal list, it was the beginning of the year. Technically it was the end of last year, but it was near the 1st. And I made all these goals. And then it's the 15th of January that I am filming this. And things have changed already. So some of these goals I've already met. So I think I need to change my goals a little bit, or at least it's trending to be met. So for this year, for my Facebook, I wanted to create a community where everybody can come together and share their work, and just have a blast encouraging people and inspiring everybody else to create. So that happened on the 1st. So if you're not a part of that community, I will leave a link in the description below. Join our community. It's specifically for and to share work from all of my classes. So right now there's photo albums of most of the classes that I've done. I still have to add some, but you can go in there and add your photo to the album and you can see everybody else's. We just did a moonlit cherry blossom tree. I will leave the link right here. And it was so much fun. I had so many people. I probably had like 500 people with me live, and then another 100 people, you know, paint after, because some like to join for the live and then others like to watch the replay. So, but there was just a ton of people, and things are still coming in. People are still posting their pictures, and it's been almost a week. And yeah, so that's fun. Also, my live classes have now gone on primarily YouTube. I still make the events on Facebook, but all of my live classes are now on YouTube, so you don't have to wait for me to upload them or edit or anything like that. It's just there. And yeah, so that's really fun. Also, the reason I did that was because we were getting a lot of spamming on Facebook and on YouTube. You have to have a YouTube account, and it's verified, and yeah, anyways, so that's why we did that. Yeah, so I wanted to make that Facebook group, and I already did it, and would you believe it or not, it's already has like 1,000 people in it. What? So it grew really fast. I wasn't able to like troubleshoot organization ideas before there was like a ton of people in it. So if you are just going in there, I'm sorry for it's a little bit of a mess right now, but I'm working with a few people to keep it better organized so that we don't miss posts and announcements and things like that. But yeah, so that's fantastic, and kind of like check. So at this point, a goal for that Facebook community is just to grow and enjoy the process of painting, especially during the pandemic that is still happening, and just paint. It's a lot of fun painting with everyone. So, okay, next goal. Now this is kind of on the business side. This is a business, and in order to do things, I do need money. Part of that is for new gear. Like last year, part of I guess I could have added this into the review section, but we got tripods and lights and mics and cameras, and like there were certain things that needed to happen to grow my live classes to the point that it is now, with all of the programs and things that I am using for that. So part of it is I do need money, and thank you for anyone who donated, but it just means that these streams get to be better and these vlogs get to be better, and I'm going to share one of the goals that was on this year was buying this, and I've already bought it because of you guys and your generosity, and it means the world to me because I get to make these videos and content better, and thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. I don't even know where I was. What was I doing? What was I talking about? Oh, okay. So I had to talk about money just a little bit. I'll stop talking about that. But other than just saying thank you so much for either donating or becoming a Patreon and supporting me that way, thank you. It means the world to me. So with that, part of just being able to grow in finances and then just grow in YouTube is, so one of the things that I wanted to do is to get monetized. So that's kind of like a behind the scenes YouTube thing. I started my YouTube in October, and by the end of the year I had 760 subscribers, which like that's crazy. But in the last like 15 days, it's more than doubled. I now have 1,670 subscribers. So I'm already past that like 1,000 subscriber. In order to be monetized, for those who don't know, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours. So I thought that this was gonna take like a year. Not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna take like at least 6 months. But I will probably be monetized within like a few weeks because I'm now doing my live classes on YouTube. So now all of those views and all of those comments and everything, it goes towards that and being able to qualify for it. So that's crazy. That is happening way sooner than I thought it would ever happen. And honestly, it just, all of the love and support that I've gotten from you guys is just amazing. So thanks again. Thank you for that. So that's really exciting. I'm almost at that goal already. And it's January 15th. My next goal would be to get a good vlogging camera because it is something that I enjoy. I know that vlogging isn't everybody's, forte. Not everybody likes it, but I really like doing it. I like showing you guys, behind the scenes and what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and just kind of behind the scenes of my business. And if you like that sort of thing, that's great. If not, then why are you watching this video? Thank you for watching. But it's one of those things where it's just, I would like to get a good vlogging camera. Now, that's not to say anything about this one. The camera that you're on right now, I think it's a Sony a6000. It's actually really good. But one of the main key things about it is that I can't see myself. So I have to hook it up to my computer so I can see myself on the computer that I'm hooked up to, but I can't see it like near the camera, which theoretically is fine. Like I've already set up my camera, I know what's behind me, but just having that around me would be fun for moving around. Like I can't really move the camera right now and still see myself. Like if I take it anywhere to vlog on, on the go, I won't be able to see what's in the shot, and that would be really helpful. But that's kind of like an extra. Like it's not really, again, vlogging is, for my channel, is extra. Like my main thing is, speed paintings, sharing my art, and teaching. So it's not like a necessity, but it would be nice to eventually, do that. And also, if you like vlogging and if you like these sort of videos, make sure to give it a like below and a subscribe, and you can see all my videos that will come out. Okay, so the next one is kind of funny because in terms of stationery and things, you need a good printer. Our printer has been going out and eating ink for like a while now. We just haven't put in the money to get another one because it's like, we have it, it works, it just eats through ink so much. So in thinking things through and talking to my husband, we ended up buying a new printer, and it is supposedly it's a really, really good printer, and so I'm really excited for that. That was kind of like, I wasn't expecting to buy one this soon. It was out of stock when we originally bought it, so it's supposed to come like February, so I'll probably do an unboxing for my patrons. But yeah, we already bought one. And again, that's thanks to all of your support and everything. Like we would not have had the money to do that if it wasn't for the support that we've gotten from everybody painting with me and everything. So again, I'm probably gonna say this a lot through this video, but thank you. It really does mean a lot. So there's the vlogging camera, the printer that we've already, I feel like I can like check this off. I feel like I can check it off because like we already bought it and it's coming. And then for my Patreon and all my patrons, I don't want to look at it in numbers, but again, it's nice to have something to work towards. But like, so I wrote down 50. I had 9 before the year started, and I now have 12, and I have a couple other people who want to. I feel like 50 is a very manageable number, but again, like, I don't really care. Like, I just want it to grow, and I want to grow the community. I'm kind of like with the Facebook group. I just want to grow and be with the people who are there supporting me. It does help financially to have more there, but that's not really the reason why I want to teach, and I want to give people inspiration to create and things like that. And it's just fun to have people who support you, who are choosing to be there, and we get to choose our classes, and I get to create the classes around the people who are there, and it's a lot of fun. So if you are interested in becoming a patron of mine, I will leave a link in the description below, and you can join us there. But other than that, my last kind of goal, I would say, I don't know, is to be more intentional with Instagram. So lately, I feel like last year it was really just uploading my artwork whenever it was, but some of these other artists, I see their Instagram grid, and it's so pretty and intentional, and the colors all match, and I'm just like, I want to be that. Like, I look at my Instagram grid, and I'm just like, it's just so messy. So it'd be really nice to be more intentional. I did buy like a little like background thing that I can make it a little bit prettier, and maybe just be consistent with what that looks like. But yeah, that's pretty much that. As for just numbers in general, and it doesn't really matter, numbers. Does it matter? Not really. I wanted to have something to push towards, but it doesn't really matter. So for Facebook, I had 15,000. I'm at 5,856 right now. Well, maybe not. I mean, I'm probably at more at this point because I've been recording for like a half an hour. YouTube is 5,000. Now, at the beginning of the year, when I initially put this in, I was at 760, and now 15 days later, I'm at 1,670. So I've more than doubled in like 15 days. So I feel like 5,000 is like super attainable now, which is like weird. I mean, I guess we'll see. But that'd be really great. Again, it's not really about the numbers, but that'd be really cool to get, more subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for future notifications. Instagram, I have like 485 on there or something like that, close to it, almost 500, and that'd be really cool to double it. Again, numbers don't really matter, but it just being able to reach more people and share what I do, and things like that'd be really cool. So, and then Patreon is like the most. It doesn't matter about numbers, but honestly, I like teaching, and I like having a close-knit community. So if you want to join us there, you can. We would love to have you, and just be able to learn. We just hit 10. I'm at 12 now, but when I hit 10, I was saying I was going to do a special class. So we're going to be learning one-stroke roses, or technically just one-stroke flowers, and that class is probably going to go out in the next couple days. I'm going to film it tonight. So if you want to learn one-stroke roses and other flowers and paint along with me in real time, then I'll see you in Patreon. But yeah, other than that, the only other thing that it's like on my list, but it's more of like dare to dream big sort of thing. It would be really nice to get in a bigger place. Right now we're in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it would be really nice to get into either a bigger apartment or a house of some sort, so that I could have my own art space, so that I didn't have to tear down and set up in the kitchen or anything like that. So it'd be really cool to have a bigger house, but obviously, like, that is so far, I feel like it's so far in the future that it's not even something to wish for or be worried about right now. Like, what I have right now and what I'm doing right now is working, and I have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers, and I'm super thankful for everything. I've started to generate a little bit of income thanks to all of you who are generously donating, and I couldn't ask for more. So I love where I'm at right now. It's a lot of fun. I'm hoping just to grow this year and just to be intentional. I think that's my word for this year, is just to be intentional with everything. And yeah, Anyways, I hope you liked this video. I'm looking forward to a great year in 2021. If you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure to do that down below, and we'll see you in next week's vlog. All right, bye guys.